Welcome along, kitty cats. Super excited this evening. We're going to be watching the Ubisoft Forward, and I have the wonderful NintenDori1988 with me. Did I even say that correct? 1980? Oh.
Yep, you did. You said it correct.
Oh, I've now noticed, now that we're live, that the YouTube stream is not quite fitting into the box correctly. So I'm going to quickly sort that. Why don't you tell us, Dory, what you're looking forward to today? Hopefully. What's on your wish list?
Honestly, I think the game I'm most excited for Ubisoft this year is what did they change the name to? Immortals: Phoenix Rising. Gods and Monsters. It looked like it should be almost everything I loved about Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
So I'm kind of pumped about that.
It does look. It did look really beautiful when they revealed it.
Yeah, and they just changed the name of it, because it was Gods and Monsters, and now it's Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
I don't think I picked up on the fact that the name change. Okay, cool.
That's all for us. The main event
So yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. They went a little crazy, and me and my God damn it. Sorry, my headphone cord is getting fucking everywhere.
At least yours is just getting everywhere, without nearly tangling around your dog's neck, as I managed to do while we were setting this up.
No, I'm trying to strangle myself instead.
Ooh, misses.
Much more exciting.
Yeah, some people like that.
Right. Choke me, daddy. Anyway.
Just one up as well.
I love Hyperscape, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with that.
Okay.
Honestly,
Hyperscape did look really cool when they well, I was gonna say when they announced it, but they didn't really announce it last time, did they? It looked like they'd viral marketing announced it beforehand.
Yeah. But I've played it for quite a bit. I've probably played it for about 20 hours, and
oh wow,
I really enjoy
okay.
it. I suck at it. Oh God, do I suck at it? I
C+, C+ gaming. That's what you like to do.
Right.
You're all about that C+ gaming.
I don't know. I might lower it to D+ gaming at this point.
Oh, here we go. Excitement. Oh, I haven't opened the bottle of Prosecco yet. I promised Prosecco.
Yeah, you better get that drink on. I would, but I don't have any.
As promised. Oh. Max, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay or do you want to go? No, Daddy's opening a bottle of Prosecco. Welcome to everyone who's joined us.
I'm Neela.
Oh, awesome.
The show will reveal new games, give behind-the-scenes insights from our
Oh,
developers,
it's the same hosts.
and share some exciting
It's nice to see.
projects you've been waiting for.
Let's get started with a
He's handsome.
He is quite handsome. What?
I don't mind watching him.
to answer the call.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Will. What are you wanting to do, Matsu Okipu?
As the world
Hey Mike, hey Will, how you doing?
our divine power sealed away.
So this is the one that you're saying has changed name.
Even the gods.
Yes, this is.
That was called Gods and
Immortals:
Monsters.
Phoenix Rising. It's gorgeous.
It does look really pretty. I'm knowing this kind of cel-shaded-y style.
Yeah, I really like that.
Ooh, a Minotaur.
Ooh, look at that hammer. Oof.
There we go, there we go.
Taking you to Pound Town.
Mark has asked, what did we think to Eve's apology video from earlier?
What did he apologize about? What did I miss?
So there was a whole load of sexual harassment accusations that are true, that they haven't dealt with very well, and there's also they use the black power fist to represent like a. I thought his apology. Yeah. I thought his apology wasn't bad. I'm pleased they actually put something out this time. It feels like he's talking the talk. We just need to wait and see if working practices improve at Ubisoft, because that's the most important thing, is that they become a more inclusive, accepting organization.
Honestly, Ubisoft has had just a string of bad luck lately. Like, they're tearing themselves up from the inside.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the apology video, so I can't really give an opinion on that one.
He talks a lot about how they've recognized that they need to change systems and processes and stuff, so, you know, if they actually do that, great. That's the important thing now. And this does it gorgeous. I've been half watching it while opening my bottle of Prosecco and pouring a glass. And in fact, Mark, thank you very much. This is the bottle of Prosecco you gave me. That's what I'm enjoying on stream right now.
This game looks beautiful, and it's coming out on the Switch. I'm so excited.
It does look pretty. It looks like it could easily be one of the prettiest games on Switch.
December 3rd.
Oh, I feel like, shall I add all of these into the OneNote, Mark, while we're watching, so that we don't forget what we have to talk about on podcasts?
Yeah, keep it together, Will. Keep it together.
Since we first teased the game, including a new name. Extra production time has allowed us to expand our vision and explore new opportunities
so
beyond
pretty.
our initial plans.
It's really pretty.
We felt the name Immortals Phoenix Rising better reflected this new experience. Today, we're incredibly excited to give you the first in-depth look at our world, hero, and gameplay.
What did you think of the apology, Mark? Because you obviously, I wondered whether you had thoughts as well as you asked. Or should we wait and discuss this on podcast?
Immortals Phoenix Rising is a third-person, open-world action.
Mark says he preferred the original name for the game. I did like the original name. It was so much simpler. But I guess they're worried about whether it's properly going to be a franchisable name, maybe.
But the problem is everything has Immortals in it lately.
Oh yeah.
Immortals is such a popular name for things that it's like, what are you doing?
Ooh, Typhon, the deadliest titan in mythology. Ooh.
This entire epic story will be narrated by the Titan Prometheus.
Look at Zeus.
The king of the gods.
Come on, Daddy.
Adding a unique commentary and
Prometheus and Zeus as narrators. Oof.
Oh, I love a good character creator.
journey, you'll get to create your own Phoenix.
It's Aphrodite's beauty chair.
I will be a blue person.
Find
Don't even.
opportunities to customize your character by discovering legendary weapons, unique pieces of gear and cosmetics, and earning the gods' blessings and mythical abilities that can turn the tide of battle. You'll need all the help you can get to save the gods and defeat Typhon once and for all.
Yeah, Mark, you're not wrong about that. I kind of feel the same way. Like, Ubisoft has been under fire for so much lately.
Yeah.
It took now for him to apologize.
I do definitely think it's a bit weird after the outcry after the last video that they didn't do it somewhere like they could have done it weeks ago after the last Ubisoft Forward. You know, and then there wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been everyone having an outcry asking if they would do it this time, because they would have dealt with it. It seems a bit weird to wait until an Ubisoft Forward to do it. But as I say, you know, my hope is the most important thing is that they change their working practices. If that happens, then that's what's good. And they will no doubt be under immense scrutiny for us to check whether they're actually making progress.
Oh yeah. All eyes are on Ubisoft lately.
Once a peaceful home to the gods of Olympus,
This is gorgeous.
overrun by
I can't wait.
to stand a chance against Typhon and his minions, you'll need to explore
I
this
want it.
mysterious land
I want
and
it
become
now.
the mythical hero yourself.
This is definitely you can definitely see those Assassin's Creedy vibes they were talking about of like climbing up to ridiculously high places.
That Ubisoft staple.
To the mechanical world of Hephaestus' forge.
Yeah, it's definitely Breath of the Wild was my first thought. It's very Breath of the Wild.
It is that similar cross between realism and cel shaded as well. That's what gives you that immediate and the exploration, and I mean even that big hammer looks like something you would see in Breath of the Wild.
Stay with us for the post show.
I could see Link hammering bitches like that.
I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. We can't wait for you to
Pre-order
play
now.
Phoenix Rising. There's a lot more to
I also
do
don't like that
launch, so keep
Phoenix
an
is
eye
spelled
out
a
for
really
the
weird way.
See you
That's
all
sending me slightly.
I'm so excited to play this game. It's
Google
a
Stadia.
just got
What?
into
You
it.
still exist?
Hi, I'm Phil Harrison.
Apparently.
We're looking forward to
Just.
Immortals Phoenix Rising coming to Stadia.
Hello, Phil Harrison.
I'm actually going to jot that down for the podcast. Google Stadia still exists? Question mark.
Immortals Phoenix Rising with a free playable demo before
Ooh, look at, they're getting an exclusive.
Stadia.
Oh, they're getting an exclusive demo. They've obviously started to realise they actually need fucking content if they want to be able to have a system.
Stadia Live.
What?
Join Phoenix.
Well, you know, Stadia was Stadia leaked Gods and Monster gameplay. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious. Yeah, I saw that. Mark says, I hope it doesn't suffer from typical Ubisoft open world syndrome. Totally agree with you. There's nothing like more irritating than like Breath of the Wild is about we're telling you nothing. Ubisoft is about you will climb to the top of a tower and then we will put 1,000 different icons on your map for you to go and find.
Mark, don't hold your breath.
I mean, I just hate, like, in Assassin's Creed, I hate that even, like, the treasure chests are literally marked on the map. It's like, why are these, surely these are meant to be secrets. They're going,
a secret, okay?
they're going all in on Immortals Phoenix Rising. They're still talking about it. And we're what? However many minutes in now. I have no idea where I've actually put the timer for the thing.
I'm kind of shocked because when they first announced it at E3, it was kind of just like a, oh yeah, by the way, we got this game coming.
And did it get announced in Nintendo's Direct at E3?
No, it got announced.
It was actually the Ubi event.
Had the press conference. Yep.
Okay.
And it was like a 5-second. Oh, by the way, this is coming. But it seemed like kind of like a double-A Ubisoft game. But
How long is this event, says Mark? Do we know? I have no idea, Mark. I'm guessing like an hour. I can't remember how long it was last time. Cyclops? What's that weird Medusa thing?
Ubisoft really likes to tell stories, and I think that's how you get the players to really be engaged in a world.
Baby Cyclops.
We want to make them feel something, even if it's just a laugh or a chuckle.
What is going on in this trailer a bit? What has she done? She's turned Cyclops into like a minion.
Immortals Phoenix Rising before it launches this December 3rd.
Oh, it's in December. I didn't know it was this year still. That's
Yeah,
cool.
December 2020. December 4th?
December 3rd, she just said.
3rd.
This is Prince of Persia, presumably, which they've already
Yeah.
has already
This
leaked.
This leaked yesterday. Like they had Loga's screenshots leaked yesterday, and I'm like, ooh, poor Ubisoft.
Although I'm still not like with the whenever there's a Ubisoft leak, I'm not convinced it's necessarily a leak. I actually saw a headline. That said Ubisoft leaks Prince of Persia, and it's like, well, that wouldn't be a leak. That would just be Ubisoft putting Prince of Persia out there and announcing it. And certainly, as I say, with the one they did with, what was the game you were talking about? The Battle Royale one.
Hyperscape.
With Hyperscape, I'm really very, very convinced that was a viral marketing campaign. It was leaked. Because then, like, within days, they had streamers set up to stream it on Twitch and stuff. So it felt like, you know, they couldn't have put that together all that quickly. And I think I read there was some website that had, like, some ridiculous reference to it, you know, if you looked in the code or whatever, so...
I don't understand how... It's honestly, it's gotta be Ubisoft doing it, because otherwise, how does your game leak every day, all the time?
Every time, yeah.
I brought this on us.
This is supposed to be a remake. Why does it look like it's a PS3 game?
Oh! Wow! Scathing.
And if it looks like it's a PS3 game, why is it not on the Switch?
And it just says PS4, it doesn't say next gens.
I'm working in Ubisoft from past 13 years.
Anu is the senior producer of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake.
For me, it's a big dream. It's not a project, it's a dream that is coming true.
It's not a project, it's a dream. There we go.
So we got the original game looking basically the same.
It does look that way a bit, doesn't it?
I
Although I do always have to give the caveat I will always give about a stream is, do you even wait and watch the trailer itself later on YouTube, because the way things are compressed when they're streaming them is just not as good. And look at the screenshots. The screenshots are normally, you know, because everything on YouTube's being compressed for us.
Yeah.
Hey Max, are you saying hello to everyone?
All the characters are there. You have your prince, who's very iconic.
There's Max the Yokipu.
You have the princess, Farah, and let's not leave.
Mark, you're not wrong.
It only takes one disgruntled sexually harassed employee to leak something. Loving it, Mark.
That's probably
then, go
why
on then.
there's so many leaks.
Go on then, you can jump down.
The same voice which was back then.
Okay, the Yorkie Poo is gone. Will says, "Oh, Max." Yes, oh, Max.
It's something which bring back to us that nostalgic feeling. How did you...
Some people say time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction.
17 years later, but you know, the main good thing is his voice hasn't changed at all.
Because he went through puberty, girl. He's
Oh, so
already done it.
they've redone the voice work, have they?
Being able to
Yeah.
work on the Prince of Persia is a huge honor.
Well, they probably added extra, haven't they?
We love the game.
And redone anything they needed to.
We respected the original design. We respected the storyline. We respected the characters. We just enhanced everything in the game, from camera to...
Did you enhance the visuals though?
I'm definitely with you. I mean, it does look better in comparison to that, but this, I mean, it doesn't look great, this alpha stuff, does it?
No.
The velocity of the...
Oh, Mark's pointing out it sounds like they maybe redid lines, but also they've presumably done the mocap, which is fair, because obviously they wouldn't have done mocap for the original.
We use the latest technology as well as the motion capture to bring reality,
The motion capture.
to bring logic and sense into the story. We heard the players' desire to play Prince of Persia Sands of Time again, and we are very pleased to bring it as the first ever remake from Ubisoft.
This is Ubisoft's first remake?
It's a
I mean, the astonishing thing is that they haven't remade
excited to give you this experience.
Assassin's Creed itself. The actual Assassin's Creed is really hard to find on current gen.
January 2021 on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Oh, it's coming January. Why are they showing alpha footage if it's coming January?
We're an intense and fast-paced
You need to be further along than that. We'll see.
Right? It's my game.
Hyperscape.
I love me some Hyperscape.
Money.
I've never felt like that.
Get these other streamers out of here.
But I think I like it.
I've not seen you playing it on stream though. You're not a Hyperscape streamer.
I've streamed it a few times.
Okay.
Quite a few times.
Okay. I mean, you need to stream it so I can come watch you being awful. Oh, Mark, you haven't... I don't know if you've heard, I'm actually very disappointed with Corey today because it turns out that last night he completed 5.0. But he didn't... I was all like, let me know and I'll be up in the middle of the night to watch it, and I missed it.
I mean, you passed out, like, right towards the end of it. You were like, I'm going to bed. There was only like an hour and a half left at that point.
I know, I was... You hadn't even got to Tempest yet, so I thought you might be a little while, but... You were just going to Tempest, weren't you? Because you just got Bismarck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers for the end of 5.0.
5.0.
Mark says, by Ubisoft standards, Prince of Persia is a pretty short game. Properly knock it out pretty quickly. Who misses. And Mark says, oh no, what about the patches? You can be there for that bit. Hell yeah, I need to be there for some patches.
Yeah, I'll be streaming it again today.
And I want to be there when you run Eden for the first time, because I want to witness that.
Too bad you can't join me.
I know. We're being kept apart by the evil Yoshi P not letting us play cross data center. The bastard.
Ooh, a limited time mode. What is this?
So it's pretty Ready Player One-ish, doesn't it?
Oh, it's very Ready Player One. I mean...
Max level loot only. I feel like this trailer would work a lot better if I knew a lot about Hyperscape or cared. Welcome to whoever's joined us as well. Lovely to have you with us. I'm on with NintenDori. He's joined me as my guest co-star. co-host
This
for
next
this.
one is for the fans.
And let's give a little shout out to you, Corey, so that people know where to find you if they want to go follow you on Twitch.
Well, thank you.
Oh, and some spam to block.
I had 3 spam bots right in a row within like a minute on my stream yesterday.
Where's spam? Spam.
It's nothing you could have predicted, but everything you believed in.
This is making me hungry.
It's nothing you expected.
There we go. They are blocked. God, that was a ridiculously long form I had to fill in to report them.
Yeah, I don't like Twitch's setup, Twitch's system for that.
It even then made me fill out a free text thing being like, what's wrong with this? I'm like, it's spam. I've already told you it's spam. How difficult is it? Look at the message. It's so clearly spam.
Right?
It's in every strategy planned, in every inch you gained.
Oh, did it not block it still? It shouldn't be there though, should it? It's not blocked it still.
You have to delete the text too, don't you? Or delete the...
Oh, this is like overly arduous. Ban! No, I have to ban as well as block. There we go. Ban is what takes it out of my... I've completely missed whatever's going on in this trailer.
I honestly, they haven't showed much.
Is it Pez? Do they make Pez?
It's just a World Cup commercial.
Oh, it's literally just a World Cup commercial.
Yep.
Oh, they're making a World Cup game, presumably. No, they've moved on to Rainbow Six Siege. I don't even understand. Or is that a Rainbow Six? Oh, it's a Rainbow Six Siege World Cup. There we go.
Oh, okay. It all makes sense now. My older brother loves Siege. I know shit about it.
It looks like an interesting take on a co-op first-person shooter.
Yeah, like the squad shooter.
Yeah.
My older brother's been playing it for years. He's tried to get me into it. I'm like, no.
I wish you could all see the face that Corey was pulling as he went. It was like this. It was amazing.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
The rumor. There's the rumor in the streets.
So you are part of all the process of thinking about the World Cup.
You are part of the Rainbow Six World Cup.
The players, the coaches.
First of all, I'm very happy, very excited about the opportunity to be an ambassador of the Rainbow Six, the first Rainbow Six World Cup.
I tell you what as well tonight, Dory. I'll try and stay up later because I have no work tomorrow, so I'll see how late I can stay up watching you play Final Fantasy 14.
I hopefully have work tomorrow.
Oh, I really hope you do. That was such a bugger that you didn't get it.
Crossed. I mean, at least let me do this.
True. Mark says he's wondering if we're going to get a new Splinter Cell game. I do wonder as well. I mean, it feels like they need to. There's not been too much Tom Clancy stuff about, has there? Apart from this multiplayer stuff.
If they somehow announce a Splinter Cell in this that didn't leak, literally the gaming world would go insane. Insane.
I mean, I think I'd mostly be like, what do you mean you managed to not have a game leak for once, Ubisoft? I don't understand.
Right. You actually had a proper surprise to get people really hyped.
I need to turn my lights down again.
For the future of the game, I think it's just
there we go.
A huge opportunity, and I'm very proud to be part of it.
He's so handsome. How you doing, Yusef?
NBA champion Tony Parker.
I love that they're still doing this in the office, even though like no one's working in the office and it's empty.
Right.
We're not done just yet with Rainbow. A new season is starting tonight. So let's see what the team has planned.
Marcus said misses to something. I'm not quite sure what either of us said that was missable.
When I called Yusef handsome? I don't know.
Hey, name's pending. Who's lurking? Welcome.
What is happening in the game right now? A couple of years ago, we made the commitment to be live for at least 10 years. And today, we are already close to the halfway point of this symbolic milestone. We are not only maintaining this commitment.
Oh, you were missing. Oh, you were missing your own message. He said, "There's been one rumored for ages, but nothing solid." Wink. Wink.
Oh.
Biggest one to date. And we're excited to bring a familiar face to the Rainbow Six.
You know, Mark, if there's nothing solid, you can get pills for that. And they're available without prescription now. So they're available without prescription, so you don't even have to go and see a doctor.
We are a huge fan of Sam, and we wanted to show you how he fits within.
Go to hims.com, you know.
Check this out.
What is this more Siege stuff still?
Yeah, I think it is. They were talking about like a new Siege season, I think.
Yeah. And there's your Splinter Cell because Sam Fisher's gonna be in Siege now.
Okay.
I forgot about that. See, there you go. There's your Splinter Cell.
I've heard that Mark would like. No, that's gonna be too smutty. I've got to say it now, haven't I?
Yeah, you kind of do.
Mark likes using something solid to splinter some cells. I'm gonna be the first person to go to horny jail because I deserve to go. I deserve to go to horny jail for that. I absolutely deserve horny jail. I still don't know why I can't get this thing working properly, but I need the emote for horny jail. There we go. There is the horny jail emote. Here come the aubergines.
I mean, I don't care about this video, but the animation style is really cool.
It is pretty cute. Mark's just done a shocked emoji. I'm sorry, Mark. Have I shocked and confused you? Hey, Ross. Oh, Ross says I'm late to the stream, but seemingly came in at such a weird spot. Welcome. You've not missed very much, though. We've had Gods and Monsters, which is no longer called Gods and Monsters. It's now called Immortals Phoenix Rising. We had Hyperspace. We've had Prince of Persia. And we've had Rainbow Six, or whatever it's called. Rainbow Siege 6. Oh, sure.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Thank you.
Get it together.
Meanwhile, Will aka Will Foxter is celebrating not being the first one in horny jail. There's a first time for everything, Will.
Usually it's me or him.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything.
Now it's time for a sneak peek at another fan favorite making its return.
Oh, another fan favorite making its return. What's this going to be? This sounds like it's not something they've announced.
Please be Rayman.
Glad I've not missed much. I saw some trailer.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, this will be what
For this game to come back.
Ruben said earlier, that the creator of Scott Pilgrim had tweeted that there'd be something exciting coming out. There we go, Scott Pilgrim.
There you go.
I've only
been begging for this game to come back.
I've only seen the film. That's my sole Scott Pilgrim, but I loved it. So I need to get some.
Parts of the film.
I need to get more Scott Pilgrim in my life.
I love me a good gas. I'm not a big beat 'em up fan though.
I think Ruben's gonna love this. Ruben likes fighters, so. Ross is saying this Scott Pilgrim game was amazing. I need this.
Holiday 2020.
Well, I'm presuming that will just be like a downloadable game, so they can just drop that whenever they're ready.
I was
more Watch Dogs.
I was kind of expecting that to be like out today.
It could have been out today, but yeah, it's a bit weird they've not got a date for it yet when it's Holiday 2020. You'd think you'd at least give a month by now.
Yeah, you only got 2 months left.
Yeah, Holiday 2020 is not far away.
This guy went from, you know, freestyling in the London underground music scene to headlining at Glastonbury in less than 5 years. He's had massive critical...
Who's it going to be?
Game, it looks good, but I just don't know how I feel about it.
I'm excited.
And he really...
I like the idea of being able to...
social and political change.
How you doing? Anyways, I like the idea of being able to, like, control almost any character in the world.
Yeah. Well, it looks
like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and it looks like their announcement is that they've got Stormzy involved in it.
I don't know who Stormzy is, though.
He's a UK... Is Stormzy grime? Is that Stormzy's genre? I mean, it's not my kind of music, so... Oh, he's actually going to be in it? Oh, wow.
Oh, he's mocapping, too.
I was like, yo, bro, there's this game.
I'm getting bored of you boys. Flex on, I'm looking like the old of my boys. Big Mac, I was making all of the noise. And the big fur jacket, that's the fault to your boy. They rate me, that's so blatant. When it's sort of...
Come on, That's So Raven, shout out.
I tell you what I'm looking forward to, Dory, is they've talked about this being like a ridiculously faithful recreation of London. So what I'm looking forward to is finding where he is, and then going about another 10 minutes east and seeing if they actually have the building that our flat is in. That's what I want to see. Is my flat in the game? That's the question.
So I can come visit you in game instead.
Yeah!
He said he can't ever be on his knees. I'm sorry, your life is sad.
Oh, they're showing, this is them showing Camden again, which again looks ridiculously realistic. Piccadilly Circus looks so realistic. It just looks like London. It's just so ludicrous. Millennium Bridge, yes! Oh, it's an actual mission. Stormzy's Fall on My Enemy's mission. Oh, London. Is this not the same trailer they played before?
They've shown so many trailers for this game at this point, it all blends together. Like, at this point, the Stormzy thing was cool, but I think this game should have gone silent until release.
Yeah, it's a bit weird to have a new trailer this close to release. Because you expect the next trailer to be the release trailer, really.
Yeah, and they've just showed so much of it already that...
Although I'm not sure they have shown that much of it.
I mean, the game's probably huge, you're right, but...
I mean, in terms of, like, the locales they've mostly been showing, they've not shown very many. Which I guess I would appreciate more than you would, as someone who knows London exceptionally well.
You right.
Making him immune to those pesky chase drones. He can also hack vehicles to...
But I'm so excited for this. Because I really liked Watch Dogs 2. I thought it was really good. Watch Dogs was a bit... but Watch Dogs 2 was really good. It was like Watch Dogs 2 was like everything they wanted Watch Dogs to be. And it just became less serious. It's got like this, you can hear the light-hearted tone of it all in this, which they added in Watch Dogs 2. First Watch Dogs took itself very seriously. Ross says, did that Stormzy trailer say October or were my eyes deceiving me? It did say October, so it's presumably going to be in the game at launch. A Stormzy mission. And it didn't say it was downloadable, so I'm assuming it's just in the game, the release version. Mark says, I played the first Watch Dogs but thought it was quite meh, never played the second one. Give the second one a try, Mark. It's so much better. As I say, the biggest change they've made is they've made it fucking light-hearted and fun, instead of like all the serious stuff of the first one. It kind of is to... Watch Dogs 2 is to Watch Dogs what Assassin's Creed 2 is to Assassin's Creed. It was a big step forward.
I've never played a Watch Dogs game, so this might be the first.
Yeah, I really enjoyed 2. It was really good fun, and San Francisco was just such a fun area to play in.
Keep a lookout. Some of the most
Keep a lookout.
Not someone you just run into every day.
Battersea Power Station.
Beekeeper Shelby. She can wreak havoc.
So WeFox at AK Will says, I'm right. He says he's still yet to finish it, but it's better. It is better, for sure.
so she can take more damage from certain.
And London locale would be better. Well, yeah, I'm just quite looking forward to a locale that I know so well. It's going to be a bit fucking weird, but also suffer from that same Ubisoft open world overload. Definitely. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just an Ubisoft open world thing, isn't it? There's no getting away from that, unfortunately.
So he's not really fit for a mission that requires you to be nimble.
You'll be as happy with this game as New Yorkers were with Spider-Man because it was so on point, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you should keep an eye out for another hitman whose attributes don't.
I just also love they've clearly gone really like Guy Ritchie with this. They're all like, I'm a gangster. I'm going to tell you all about what's going on in London.
By choosing one of the many unlocked weapons and gadgets like the missile drone.
In a vague notion that people like that actually exist.
Yes, I did.
Although, I don't know, you'll never have heard this story. I don't know if anyone on stream has ever heard this. I am very good friends with, this is probably not working there anymore and this makes me really sad. Someone who works at a flower stall in London. I discovered about a year ago that her dad was a notorious East End gangster who was killed during his sleep. And then I was like, oh my god, I always thought she was really East End. Did not know her dad was a gangster. And she's like, oh, I will.
Hello everyone, my name is Latish Zainadin. I am a live producer on Watch Dogs Legion. On behalf of the entire dev team...
What's a live producer?
Thank you.
What, live producer as opposed to like a dead producer?
Since our announcement.
Yeah, basically.
A recorded producer.
That's gonna come out next. Ubisoft kills their producers after the game is done.
Easy to say.
Oh, the gherkin. I love me some gherkin action. Oh god, I need to send myself to horny jail, don't I?
You're already there.
I am already there. I have to stay here.
Long trailer for a game
Oh, and Aiden Pierce is coming to Watch Dogs Legion. So Aiden Pierce is the main character in the first Watch Dogs.
Will be a fully playable character in
Okay.
Legion as part of our post-launch plan.
Available with the season pass. Live events. Oh, it might be live events. Oh, maybe that's why he's talking about like the DLC. Maybe that's the kind of stuff he's into.
DLC included in our season.
Mark says whether they stay alive depends entirely on how well the game performs when released.
Stay tuned.
Eek. They're just gonna get sent to a dystopian London to see what happens.
Join the resistance in Watch Dogs Legion.
October 29th.
Freedom begins on October 29th.
Hey, Daddy.
Ubisoft Forward will be back in the upcoming months with more of everything you want to know about our developing games.
Oh, is that it?
Here's one more thing.
Oh, one more thing. That sounds like that's it. That's been pretty short.
And it's a BMX game?
Oh, it does look like it's a BMX game.
It's okay, so it's an extreme sports game.
Oh. Okay.
Right? That's a weird choice for your one more thing.
I mean, it's not the same level of one more thing as Far Cry was, is it? Let's be honest.
No. I don't understand what's going on. Is this like a extreme sports battle royale?
Riders Republic? Is that what it's going to be called? Yes.
Okay.
My name is Charlotte. I work in Ubisoft Annecy, and I'm a senior community
I'm
developer.
sorry, Charlotte, but your game kind of fell flat.
Our new IP, Riders Republic.
I mean, what I'm struck by in this one, in fact, as I was in the last Ubisoft Forward, is that there's very little that's actually new in this. Actual new stuff. Prince of Persia leaked, obviously, ahead of time. Scott Pilgrim, Riders Republic. Is that it? Is that everything that's unannounced prior to this?
Yep.
It's about just killing it.
It feels like they don't quite have enough stuff for this format.
To do it twice anyway.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it now, no wonder they had to stick Watch Dogs in, because it would have been super short without it, and no wonder they had to spend that long on Immortals Phoenix Rising. Immortals Phoenix Rising was like a quarter of the runtime.
And Watch Dogs was the other quarter.
When you see all these people just flying around you, jumping
And then Siege was quite long too.
Visions that you're like, oh my god, this game's crazy.
So Mark is speculating it's some kind of extreme sports downhill battle royale. I mean, it certainly does look battle royale, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they said it's massively multiplayer online.
It's literally an
extreme sports fantasy land.
Mark says that's because Ubisoft announced their games years before release, so it's little new. Also, no more Valhalla information. I guess not. They did so much on Valhalla in the last one because they did a post show. They did a post show about Valhalla as well as the main show. And maybe they finally realized less is more. I was like, oh, Valhalla, this sounds really interesting. And then when they started doing the stuff in the last Forward, I was a bit like, oh, it's just another Assassin's Creed. It seemed less interesting to me after the Forward than before, which is not a good idea.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of shocked that Ubisoft did not put Valhalla in here in some way, since that's their kind of big holiday game. Like, sure, Watch Dogs will get big, but as far as Ubisoft IPs, Assassin's Creed is one of their biggest.
Well, I guess maybe that's why it's not here, because they know it will sell itself, and they're just trying to push Watch Dogs. They're trying to push the one they think needs a leg up.
Welcome to Riders Republic, adrenaline junkies. There are no...
I guess that makes sense.
But what's a republic without a constitution, am I right?
A constitution?
I'm all about the mask.
We, the Riders, welcome all thrill seekers to the Republic.
I mean, this dystopian panda is looking amazing.
What is this? Oh, hell no. Girl, bye.
Oh, no. That was horrifying.
I was not about it.
Ross has pointed out why spot as well. A lot of Ubisoft studios in this game. Yes. So this is Bear Park, it seems.
I can't remember how many studios Ubisoft actually owns.
Bajillions.
They're huge, that's all I know.
We're only on rule number 2.
Always outrace, out-trick, outperform.
Mark has just said it could be called Bareback Park. So, Mark, congratulations.
No.
Congratulations, Mark. You get to join me in Horny Jail.
Somehow I haven't made it there yet. We're doing okay.
I don't know how you've not made it there yet. Where is my... Oh, how is my mouse all the way over there? Where is my mouse gone that it's appeared on that screen? Weird.
I'm a good innocent child. That's why I'm not there.
Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan. Mark is smiling and laughing. I think I've pleased him by sending him to Horny Jail.
I mean, Horny Jail sounds like it would be a great place to be. We've had this conversation.
We had this conversation last night, to be honest. Oh no, this is more like, I just don't think I'll be able to. So is this like part battle royale, part single player? But this is still terrifying me.
Are you just trying to get to the bottom first?
Ha ha ha! It's like one of those videos I've seen online.
Who gets to the bottom first? Dirt nice and everything nice.
We the Riders invite you to leave the roads and take
Oh, Ross is saying, imagine this game in VR. I think I'd be sick.
I'd die.
You just find me like curled up in a corner of the room, just be like, it's not real, it's not real. Would not go down well.
Oof! That bitch just ran into the cliff.
I still can't work out entirely what's going. Is it a battle royale? Is it a single player? There's like.
I think it's a battle royale race.
Mammoth Mountain. We certainly like a mammoth something.
Grand Teton.
Oh, you're slightly ahead of me.
Daily vibrations, lots of temptations.
Ooh. In fact, you know what I'm doing at that?
I like.
What's the game called again? I can't remember what the game's called. Riders Republic. Okay.
I like where your mind's at, Ubisoft. I like where your mind's at.
There we go. I've sent Riders Republic to Honey Joe.
What is that There's a T-Rex. I can't. So it's basically like, kind of like Fall Guys, I guess. You're racing to the finish. It's like...
I mean, let's be clear, it does not look as fun as Fall Guys. Also, have you seen my Twitter today?
I haven't.
Did you see what happened at lunchtime?
No, I didn't.
Crown number 3, baby. Crown number 3. And the first win on Full Mountain. It was both my best and my worst performance on Full Mountain at the same time. It was like an absolutely stunning run all the way up to the crown. And I was absolutely the first to get to the crown, and then I fell off, and I went along like the little like moving platform that no one ever needs to go on. But then they all fell off as well, and then I ran back up and got it. It was crazy.
Got to fight off 7 evil X's in Scott Pilgrim.
I wonder if they'll ever give us an update on Skull and Bones.
And witness the big reveal of
I bet you'd like an update in the bones.
along with so much more.
See, this is why you're in horny jail.
Ubisoft Forward.
Just me and Mark having a good time in horny jail together.
Walkthrough of Immortals Phoenix Rising and a Roller Champions show match.
Well, that's it, guys.
That was that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ubisoft.
That was.
This is clearly the post show. I'm going to turn the volume down to the post show. We don't need it to be that loud. There we go. We'll turn that down. Can you go to double horny jail? If you want to go to double horny jail, you can, Mark. Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to send you back to horny jail again?
At that point, is it like solitary confinement?
Would it be solitary confinement in horny jail though, or is it just like you get forced to wear a jockstrap and you get thrown into some room of ravenous men?
Oh, honey, nobody is forced to wear a jockstrap. We do it because we want to.
Mark would maybe be forced to wear a jockstrap.
So that was
What do we think? What do we think? I'm going to bring up our list of what we had, and we can do our post game. Immortals Phoenix Rising, which we both seem pretty keen on.
That looked like the best game in the whole thing.
It does look really good, and it's really beautiful. In fact, we can see it on screen again now. It looks stunning.
Yeah.
And then I've written down Google Stadia still exists? Question mark, question mark, question mark. There was an unexpected tie-in. I think Mark is getting offended that I'm saying he would have to be forced into a jockstrap. I'm just saying you have such big top energy. I never imagined tops wearing jockstraps. That's all it is. I apologize. I apologize.
That big top energy.
Hyperspace, which seemed to was that just an announcement of an event? Is that all they really announced for Hyperspace?
I think they were just announcing like, yeah, it was the event, and then
on the next season or something. I don't know.
We were talking a lot during that, so I kind of missed it. I'll have to go back and watch it later.
Okay.
But I know they added a timed event, like a limited time event. I caught that part, so I have to give that a try.
Yeah. Prince of Persia, which looked a bit like it was running on a PlayStation 3. So we'll see how that looks. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. There we go.
I didn't understand that life choice.
We do not approve of that lifestyle choice with Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
And then, especially if you're gonna do like that kind of game and that kind of art style and animation and everything, why would you not put it on the Switch?
Fair. Yeah, it looks like it could just go on the Switch as is. Eek.
The Switch would the Switch wouldn't even chug with it.
Rainbow Six Siege, which appeared to be a World Cup and a new season, as far as I can tell. So that's not really a lot either. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Game Complete Edition. Which
I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that.
I know a lot of people are going to be excited for it, but it just looks to be a straight port. So that's the kind of thing you'd expect to be in a sizzle reel. That's like a throwaway game. Because they didn't have long to spend on it. You know, they don't need to spend very long on it. Watch Dogs again. And then whatever Riders Republic is. That came. Hey, Johan, welcome. What did you think, Johan? We're just kind of like... It feels to us like there wasn't much. There was a whole lot of nothing. We felt that... I don't know if you noticed, Johan, but Immortals Phoenix Rising was about 10 minutes. Watch Dogs was about 10 minutes. Rainbow Six Siege felt like it was nearly 10 minutes. And then everything else was like squeezed into another 10 minutes. I say this, Prince of Persia and this game interest me. This game I'm so excited for. This is definitely the highlight for me, because this continues to look beautiful. Continues to look like such a beautiful game. It looks stunning.
I don't think I've ever been so excited for a damn Ubisoft game.
Yeah. Prince of Persia, we're a bit disappointed with how it looked. But we think I probably need to take a look at the actual trailer on YouTube rather than looking at a stream to hopefully get something that's got better compression, is going to look a bit better.
Also, I mean, I like those kind of games, like Prince of Persia. I like the platforming, the action platformer. So, I mean, I'll give it a try. It better only be like $40. If it's full price, I'm not doing it.
I never played Prince of Persia, so that's why I want to play it. I've never played Prince of Persia either, so I might give it a try. Who knows? But we would just say it looked a bit almost PlayStation 3, early PlayStation 4 in what we could see on stream. It didn't look amazing. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it just feels like there wasn't a lot.
That is fan service. I'm about it.
I almost feel like, and I suspect this is something that will be discussed at length on the next Quiz at Play. Subscribe now to Quiz at Play, available in many places that we get your podcast. Not quite everywhere, but do subscribe. And follow us on Twitter at Quiz at Play. Oh, thank you. I was kind of saying the other day to the Quiz, why didn't Nintendo just do a Direct? Because it absolutely now feels like they absolutely had enough for a Direct. And I feel like with this, I'm going to do the opposite and say, why didn't they just shadow drop some trailers onto Twitter? Because they didn't have enough. There was no need to do a whole thing.
This game does look really good though.
Yeah. I'm also trying to check something now about Quiz at Play.
The problem with them not putting a big budget behind Prince of Persia is, sure, it's been dormant for a while. The last one came out on the PS3, after all. But it's one of those games that every time Ubisoft has a conference, every time Ubisoft has a Ubisoft Forward or anything like that, like, the hardcore gamers have been begging for them to make a Prince of Persia game for years now. So you'd think they'd know they'd at least get enough sales to make their money back if they at least put a little bit more of a budget to it.
Yep.
Because people have been clamoring for it for a while. Splinter Cell.
Let's move on to the next part of our quest. The first step to relighting the forge.
There's a lot of horniness going on in your chat.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching it.
Yeah, I wonder if they will make a Splinter Cell game anytime soon. I mean, I think the fact that they're bringing Prince of Persia back is a good sign for Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. What did we Johan says, what do we expect from the event? I don't really know what I expected. I expected not to spend quite so long on stuff that's coming out before the end of December. Probably.
Yeah, and there was really, like, there was no big surprises, and I know Ubisoft has other series. I mean, Prince of Persia would have been a big surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, if it hadn't leaked, it would have been a big surprise. You wanted to know what's coming further down? Not necessarily. I just like, there's stuff they've announced that they could have talked about a little bit more. You know, done another trailer for stuff that's further down. It would have padded it out a bit more. It would have made it feel a bit fuller. I also feel like, in comparison to the last one, Riders Republic was an exceptionally weak One Last Thing. Because the Far Cry One Last Thing, I've never played a Far Cry game in my life. But I thought that trailer was one of the most beautifully stunning things I'd ever seen. And it really, really hooked me. So, there's just nothing that's hit that height. And I remain surprised. I said this at the last Ubisoft Forward. I said this on Quiz at Play, I think. We recorded it twice, so I can't quite remember what I said which time. I remain surprised that they announced Just Dance separately in between the forwards rather than having had it in one of the forwards. Because, like, if you think about E3, that is a staple. They have people come out, they do some dancing. It was just a bit weird. They didn't pop that in. That would have padded the last one. They maybe could have bumped something to this one. They could have put, like, Just Dance in there, moved something forward to this one. They would have had something more for this one. You know, it's... I just feel like they've spread it out a bit too much.
But Nintendo was basically doing a rhythm game direct, so they had to have it.
They did do their rhythm game direct. It was amazing. I like Ubisoft E3. It's fun to watch as well. I do like Ubisoft E3. Ubisoft is one of the ones I watch at E3. I'll watch Ubisoft, I watch Nintendo, OBS, and I watch Square Enix, and that's normally it.
I watch Square, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo.
Sony haven't been having one though, have they? So we've not had any Sony to watch.
Not last year, but...
I cringe at EA. I mean, I don't watch EA, but... those are the ones I watch, and in fact, really, out of those, the one that I'm making... I mean, I would make the effort for Nintendo. I absolutely would make the effort for Nintendo, but they normally stream at a time that's Europe friendly anyway. The one I normally make an effort for is Square. I set my alarm and I get up in the middle of the night to watch Square because I will watch Square. I will watch what they have to announce. Mark reckons Ubisoft need to bring back Aisha Tyler. That'd be... I mean, it'd be nice to see Aisha. I don't mind these two personalities though. They seem quite good as presenters. They just didn't have much to present. I think was my bigger issue. Still.
Yusuf Magid is just so pretty though.
Yeah, Dory's going to be angry if Aisha's brought back because he'll have less. He feels he'll have less to thirst over.
I just watch it for the thirst, okay?
I feel like we're kind of... Have we got much else to add? I don't feel like there's much else to say.
I think we've said our piece on every game they've talked about.
Pretty much. Has anyone else in the chat got anything they want to say that they've been dying to say before we go and raid someone? I am just logging in to see who we could go and raid and what they're doing. And I believe, unless I'm very much mistaken, the lovely NintenDori1988, let's have another shout out for him, is going to be live. When are you going to be live?
Probably in about an hour. I got it.
In about an hour. Going to be live, and I think you're planning on doing... Are you doing 14s again tonight, for starters?
Yes.
Cool. No AC Valhalla, that game seems like it could launch like a mess. I guess we'll see what it's like. We discussed that before you appeared, and I feel like they did so much on Valhalla last time. They had such a long section of the forward, and then they had like a really long post-event Valhalla thing. It just went on and on and on. So I feel like they maybe showed too much of that last time. They could have shown some more of that this time if they hadn't shown so much last time. If that makes sense? I'm just rabbiting now. Right, let me see what's Ted streaming. I'm assuming it's not just chatting, like it's trying to claim. Well, as ever, this has been a pleasure, everyone. And thank you so much, Dory, for joining me. That has been joyous and wonderful. And also, thanks for reminding me that
this was happening.
This was happening, because I'd completely forgotten. I was planning on playing New Super Lucky's Tale, and we did this instead. So Johan also says, also, as a fan of AC of that series, this RPG stuff is already tired, and that was what they used to try and get new interest in the game, and it's already feeling old. I totally agree with you that I think in general, across like all games, I am bored of the RPG mechanics. Like, I do not want a skill tree. I do not want to get experience points for everyone. I don't want to have to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm bored of skill trees. Like, just give me like a new weapon, or go more Zelda-y. There's nothing wrong with giving me a new weapon that gives me abilities. I'm just bored of skill trees. There's only so many skill trees I can take. We are then, thank you everyone for joining. We're going to go and raid the ever lovely Kate, who is one of my colleagues. I do literally work with her. She is a trans streamer, and she's currently streaming No Man's Sky, and she is wonderful. So we're going to go and raid her. She also did the first of my Let's Talks on LGBTQ and mental health. So if you haven't seen that, you want to see that, that's amazing. Really good chat with her, and is available on my video on demand. Should also very soon be available on my YouTube once I bother to start uploading stuff there again. But thank you. This has been a pleasure. I have been Will Fletch UK. Dory has been Dory.
Yeah, always.
And it's been a pleasure. Meow meow. Bye bye. Catch you soon. And we are out.
That was fun.
I'm just going to go over to Kate's stream, because she's probably going to say, oh, thanks, Will. And I feel like I need to reply. We discussed this yesterday, didn't we?
Yep.
Kate. Ugh, oh, they can't get it to load. Why won't the damn thing load so I can actually see it?
What?
Really nice to have you on board. Okay.
Oh, there's someone in here I absolutely despise. He's in the chat, but let's see. We'll see if they disappear.
Right to the point where I make people leave the channel. No. Yeah, and I'm playing some No Man's Sky today. I like a lot of games.